Have you ever taken a moment to wonder why, despite trying your best with healthy habits, your joints still ache? Why does it feel like your knees are just a little more swollen in the morning, or why getting up from your favorite chair takes a few more seconds than it used to? You stretch, you walk, maybe you even take your supplements, but somehow the pain lingers. Is it just age catching up, or is something more subtle going on? Here's the part most seniors never expect. What if it's not about what you aren't doing, but rather what you are doing every day without even realizing it? You see, many seniors unknowingly combine two seemingly healthy foods that, when eaten together, can quietly fuel inflammation, wear down joint cartilage, and cause persistent stiffness in the legs, hips, and lower back. And the problem? You've probably been told your whole life that these foods are good for you, that they're part of a balanced diet, that they're natural, even healing. But for aging bodies, especially those already dealing with wear and tear, some food combinations do more harm than good. So today we're going to break down two of the most common foods that, when eaten together, quietly attack your joints from the inside out. These foods are in millions of kitchens right now, including yours. And if you value your mobility, your independence, and your ability to stay active without pain, then this is the wake-up call you've been waiting for. Stick with me until the end of this video, because once you understand how these two foods interact in the body, you'll never look at your dinner plate the same way again. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. On this channel, we talk about the health truths nobody else wants to mention, especially those affecting people over 60. And if you're already watching, type yes in the comments if joint pain has been affecting your daily life lately. You're not alone, and your story matters. Now let's talk about the first food, one that's often considered a superfood. It's rich in vitamins, antioxidants, and it's something many people enjoy first thing in the morning. I'm talking about tomatoes. Bright, juicy, and packed with lycopene, tomatoes are often celebrated for their heart health benefits. And while it's true that they offer many nutrients, here's what isn't talked about. Tomatoes are part of the nightshade family, and for many people, especially seniors, nightshades can be a hidden source of joint inflammation. Tomatoes contain solanine, a natural chemical compound that can trigger inflammation in people who are sensitive to it. While it might not affect everyone the same way, if you're over 60 and already dealing with some degree of arthritis or stiffness, solanine could quietly be making things worse. It may not cause instant pain, but over time, repeated exposure can lead to swelling, tenderness, and loss of mobility in the joints. That lingering ache in your knees after lunch, that tightness in your hands that won't seem to go away. Tomatoes could be playing a role. And here's where it gets worse. Tomatoes are often eaten alongside another food that intensifies the problem, creating the perfect storm for joint pain. That second food? Cheese. Cheese and tomatoes, think salad, sandwiches, pizza. It's a popular combination, but for aging joints, it can be dangerous. Cheese is high in saturated fat and often contains casein, a type of protein that's been linked to increased inflammation in people with joint conditions. In small amounts, cheese might not be a major issue, but when paired with tomatoes, it creates a dual attack on your joints, triggering inflammation from both the solanine in the tomatoes and the casein and fats in the cheese. Together, they become a silent inflammation cocktail, especially harmful to seniors whose bodies process fats and inflammatory compounds more slowly. Over time, this combo can contribute to cartilage breakdown, which makes bones grind against each other painfully. It also worsens stiffness, especially after sitting or lying down for long periods. Sound familiar? Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up all your favorite meals. It just means you need to be smarter about what you eat and how your body responds. Some people can tolerate certain foods better than others, but many seniors are sensitive to these inflammation triggers and don't even know it. Let's look at what this might feel like in everyday life. Do you ever feel like your knees lock up when you get out of bed? Or notice that you walk more slowly toward the end of the day as if your legs are dragging? What about those days when your ankles feel puffy for no reason, or when your hands feel stiff even though the weather is warm? That's not just age. That's inflammation, and it could be food-related. And here's the truth most people miss. Inflammation doesn't start with pain. It starts quietly. It builds. It lingers. And by the time you notice it, it's already affected your circulation, your flexibility, and your ability to stay active. That's why removing inflammation triggers like the tomato cheese combo is one of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can make today. Still not sure? Consider this. Multiple studies now show that diets high in processed dairy and nightshades are associated with increased markers of inflammation in older adults. That means more stiffness, more swelling, and faster joint degeneration. So while everyone's body is different, the trend is clear, especially for those over 60. You might be wondering, what should you eat instead? If you enjoy tomatoes, consider switching to alternatives like roasted red peppers, which are naturally anti-inflammatory and easier on the joints. If you love cheese, try goat cheese, or a dairy-free version made with almonds or cashews, which are less inflammatory and easier to digest. Small swaps like this can make a huge difference over time, reducing swelling, easing stiffness, and even improving your energy levels as circulation improves. But here's the most important part. Don't wait until the pain gets worse. Inflammation is like rust. It starts small, but once it spreads, it damages everything in its path. Your joints, your muscles, even your nerves. That's why it's crucial to identify these food traps early and take action while your body can still respond. To recap, the two foods you should never combine if you're over 60 are tomatoes and cheese. Both can increase inflammation on their own, but together, they silently sabotage your joints, especially if you're already noticing stiffness, swelling, or joint pain. It's time to rethink your meals. So what do you do next? Start by looking at your daily habits. That sandwich with tomato and cheese, swap the cheese for avocado, that pizza night. Choose a dairy-free option with veggies that are easier on your joints. These changes aren't about restriction. They're about giving your body what it needs to thrive without the quiet sabotage of inflammation. If this video opened your eyes, leave a comment below and let me know what food combination surprised you most. Have you been eating tomatoes and cheese without knowing the damage it could be causing? You're not alone, but now you have the knowledge to turn things around. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our next most important health videos just for you. Take care of your joints. They're the foundation of your freedom. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay happy,